All right, good evening. Welcome to the Super Rink here in Blaine as the River Lake Stars 12U18 takes on Centennial Spring Lake Park Black. First time these two teams have met. We've got Balloon, Akerson, Barton, Wagner, and Dolly out there for the Stars. Peterson starting in net. Face off one back by Centennial. Now Akerson will step into it. She chips it into the zone. Balloon steps over to help. Puck picked up, skated behind the net by Centennial. Puck into the near side corner. Long pass out across, intercepted by Wagner. Her backhand attempt flops and goes to the Centennial player. Now they'll skate in. Puck gets pushed to the corner by Dolly. Puck picked up in the corner by Barton. She throws a long pass forward. We got Balloon all alone. And an icing call. All right, face-off will come back in the Star zone. Face-off to the left side of Peterson. We got Prosser, Hagelin, Martinka, Kuttner, and Prosser out there for the Stars. Prosser wins a face-off from the near side boards. It's picked up by Centennial. Off a Hagelin's shin pad and back to Hepner. Hepner loses that puck to Centennial girl behind the net. Now it's pinned up in the corner. Puck moved along forward by Willa Prosser. Now pinned back up against the wall. Puck comes out. Good stick work there by Willa to get that puck moving forward. Now Hagelin comes away with it. Hagelin moves it forward across to Emery. Emery finds it in the near side corner. Pass across the point to Willa. Willa's got it in her feet. She'll throw a shot. Wide of the net. Picked up by Emery behind the net. Emery skates to the top of the circle along the blue line. Cuts back. Loses that puck in a bunch of feet, but Hepner's there to keep it in. Shot. Tipped attempt there from Davis. Now Centennial will come out and dump it in. Puck bounced off the end wall and it's picked up by Balloon. Balloon up the near side boards. Moves it forward past Davis. Now Davis will throw it forward. Centennial has trouble with it along the blue line. Now they move it forward. Willa to Davis. Davis moves it forward to Balloon. Tipped off a Balloon, sticking down into the corner. Akerson giving chase. Akerson's got it. Centers. Nobody's there. Barton sneaks in there and steals that one. Rings it around the boards, but it's picked up by Centennial. Now Akerson centers, comes out to Wagner. She overskates it and comes out to the blue line and back in for offsides. Good passing from the ladies here this evening. Lots of long stretch passes and getting to them. All right, we got Prosser on the draw for the Stars. Puck pushed forward, taken there by Centennial. Now Dolly gets it back to Prosser. Prosser skates back into the defensive zone with it. Has it knocked off of her stick there and loses it into the corner. Centennial centers, shot turned away by Peterson. Puck back to the corner. She's going to walk out from the corner. She's challenged there. Now Akerson comes away with it. Akerson up the far side. Cuts to the middle. Pulls it on her backhand. Centers. But that pass goes behind the net. Now Wagner steps in to hold it. And that puck comes past her, and Centennial skated out, but Barton's there to put pressure on. Now Wagner gets it, chips it off the boards, back through the neutral zone. Centennial retreating in front of their net. Pass up the near side wall. Pressure put on there, keeps that puck in the Centennial zone, but they'll maintain possession. Now the puck's dumped through the neutral zone. Wagner back to get it. Wagner pressured in the far side corner. Puck along the back wall. Pressure, but Hepner comes away with it. Hepner moves that puck forward. Loses it. Centennial tries to get a shot, but it's a flex wide. Centennial up along the far side boards with the puck. Skating in. Puck bounces in front. Centered. Peterson gets a leg on it. Kicks it out to the side. Now Hepner with it. Throws it far out to Balloon. Balloon skates it into her skates, and Centennial will take the puck. Hepner steps up, pushes that one into the zone. Centennial will grab it. They'll try to move that puck outside of the zone, but Hepner moves it back in. Puck chips into the air, caught by a Centennial player. Now Garner on it, throws a shot on the side of the net, and goalie hits it with her stick. Puck in the far side corner. Hits the brakes, comes back the other way, hits the brakes again, and rings that puck along the near side boards. Hepner steps in front of that one, keeps it in the zone. Centennial just passing it back and forth there along the near side boards. They try to spring one, but Garner's going to catch her. They dump that puck in and go for a change. Garner will collect that puck behind the net, skating up the near side. Pass one, pass two. Skating up the far side. Fires one in and goes for a change. Emery Prosser will chase that one down. Good pressure by Prosser, turns that puck over. She keeps it to the far side circle. Behind the net, circling. Drops it for Dolly. Dolly has trouble with it and is taken by Centennial. Up the near side boards, pressured by Willa. She gets that puck away and moves it out to center ice. Oh, my tripod just fell off the bleachers. Whew. All right, face-off will come just outside of the star zone. Balloon has that puck underneath her feet, but Centennial steps in and takes it. Down to the corner where Dolly will play it back up the wall. Centered, shot, blocked in front by Wagner. Lots of body contact there, people falling all over the place. Akerson will skate it up the far side wall, brings it into the zone. Fancy move, brings it around one, but then Centennial will take it. Puck pinned up against the referee. Great use of the obstacles on the ice there, girls. Puck held along the far side wall, now chipped out by Centennial. Dolly's going to have to hustle back to it. And that'll be icing. Face-off will come to the left side of that Centennial goaltender. Tie game, 0-0, 8:53 remaining in the first period here. Prosser wins the draw back to Prosser. Willa fires a shot right on the goalie. Rebound, bouncing around in front. Comes out to the near side wall. Emery grabs it. She's pressured. Centennial will take that puck away. They move it out to the neutral zone where Hepner gets a stick on it and slows it down. Now it's brought in the zone, but Hepner will find it. Hepner across center ice, pushes that puck forward, not quite into the zone, but Centennial will skate it back there for her. Puck up the far side wall, pass intercepted by Willa. She'll throw it back along the red line. Now it's dumped by Centennial, no icing. Picked up by Hepner, her pass off of Hagelin, sticking out to the neutral zone. That'll go down for icing. All right, face-off will come back to the left side of Peterson again. Balloon wins the draw over to Hepner in the wall. She moves it forward and then finds it herself. It goes right to the Centennial player and she shoots and scores. And Centennial takes a 1-0 lead with 7:58 remaining in the first. Did you need something, Ange? We lost the puck from the wall. It went right to their girl in the middle. She shot and scored. Yes, and missed it. All right, Wagner ships that puck. It goes right to Centennial. Now it's dumped back into our zone. Wagner moves the puck forward to Garner. Garner skating with it. Up the far wall. Chips it off the boards and it's pressured. No icing called there. Puck up the far side wall. Wagner steps in to hold it right off a shin pad and then comes back out of the zone. Puck moved over to Dolly on the near side. She skates forward with it. Moves it into the zone. Stars get a full line change other than Dolly. No, puck comes out. Emery Prosser mishandles that, loses it. Pass, shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Puck moved up the near side wall to Barton, now out of the zone. Emery Prosser finds it. Has trouble with it there. Centennial will take it back. Centering attempt. Peterson will stop it and cover. And another face-off coming to the left side of Peterson. Cross around the draw for the Stars. Puck sitting underneath everybody's feet. Moved out to the point for Centennial. Shot wide of the net. Prosser gets a stick on it. She'll move it behind the net. Goes to a Centennial player. She tries to center. Now we'll lose the puck in the face-off circle. Shot put on. And a goal. And Centennial takes a 2-0 lead early in the game. 6:37 remaining in the period. Balloon on the draw for the Stars. Face off, sits underneath her. Martinka steps in, tries to move that puck, and then Centennial will take it away. Up the far side wall. Into the zone, but Willa Prosser's there. She'll dump it back out into the neutral zone past everybody. That's not going to make it all the way down. Pressure put on by Balloon. Now the puck comes Martinka at the wall. Puck comes out. Hagelin gets it to Willa Prosser. Now it comes out of the zone. Now Balloon finds it. Moves it to Hepner. Hepner along the near side wall. Moves it in for Balloon. Balloon whiffs on a shot. Puck comes back past her to the near wall and out of the zone. Willa Prosser's going to have to chase that one down. Willa has trouble with it. Centennial gets a shot right on. Peterson with the save. Puck out to the point. Off the far wall. Centering attempt comes through everybody to the near side wall. Into the corner. Hepner whiffs on a pass. Puck along the far side. Out to the point. Held in there. Moved back along the half wall. Now back to the point. Martinka gets that one out of the zone. Centennial up the near side wall, moving the puck into the zone. Shot through everybody. Peterson gets a leg on it. Davis along the near side wall. Chips the puck out of the zone. Now Centennial will throw it back in. Picked up by Wagner behind the net. She'll skate forward with it. Loses the puck there to the Centennial defender. Garner throws it along the back wall to the near side wall. Centered. Wagner gets a stick on it and clears it for icing. .4:48 remaining in the first period. Stars trail 2-0. Prosser on the draw. Puck sits underneath, comes over to Dolly. She'll play it over to the wall. Now it comes back to Prosser behind the net. Prosser skates it forward, passes to Garner. Garner has trouble with it in her feet. Now it comes back to Centennial in the middle. Now to the far side corner. Garner moves it over to Davis. Davis along the near side wall. Now it goes to Dolly. She'll lose it. Centennial will get a shot and blocked. Now move to the wall. Picked up by Garner. She gets it out of the zone, thrown back in offside by Centennial. Balloon will take the draw for the Stars, flanked by Barton and Akerson. Centennial wins that one back. Skate forward, but lose the puck. Now Barton comes away with it, gets it over to Balloon. Balloon pressured along the wall. Centennial will take that puck away, move it back past Dolly. Centered, backhand shot, deflected wide. Wagner skates that one forward and gets it out of the zone. Pressure put on by Barton causes a turnover there, and the Stars move the puck forward. Pass nearly intercepted, but gets through everybody, and now Centennial will take it back, bring it into the zone. Cuts wide on her backhand, comes around the net. Tries to pass out to the point. Now it comes past her player. Puck down to the Centennial zone. Puck moved out at center ice by Centennial, bounces across and goes to Emery. Emery with the puck up the near side, into the zone. Cuts wide. Behind the net, circling. Centers through everybody. Now Willa comes down to get it. She'll fire a shot, bouncing around in front of everybody. Centennial try to fire that puck out. They do get it past. Now Emery will go back and get it. Emery's pass forward, intercepted by Centennial. They'll bring it into the zone. Now Hagelin steps in front of that pass, but Centennial is able to keep it in the zone. Now it gets out of the zone. Hagelin, Martinka skating with it. Drops it back to Hepner. Now Hagelin gets a stick on that to turn the puck back over. Goes to the far side wall. Willa Prosser speeds over to get to it. Balloon gets a stick on it, moves it forward to Hagelin. Hagelin into the zone. Backhand, its centering attempt goes off the side of the net. Now the puck up the near side wall, moved to the middle by Centennial and out to the neutral zone. Centennial wins the race to that puck. Now it comes out, girl streaking down, trying to get to the slot, but she loses it. Martinko will fire it down for icing. Prosser on the draw. Puck sits underneath the centers. Taken by Centennial into the far corner. She'll skate behind the net with it. Pressured by Wagner. Wagner's pulled down. No call. Davis with it along the side wall. Pressured, and Centennial will take it away. Shot saved by Peterson. Face-off will come to the left side of Peterson. 1:38 remaining in the first period. Face-off, one of the near side boards, now pushed to the back wall. Peterson puts a stick on it, gets it to Prosser. She fires it up the far wall. Bouncing in on net. Peterson turns it over to Dolly. Dolly's pass off a stick and bouncing in the air. Now it's cleared out for icing again. Face-off will come to the left side of Peterson again. 1:17 remaining in the first period. Stars down 2-0. Prosser pushes the puck to the near side boards, but Centennial steps away with it. Now it comes across to Akerson. Akerson up the far side wall. Puck moves through the middle. Emery Prosser gets a skate on it, brings it into the zone. Holds up, gets a shot, save, and a rebound. Now it comes out to the point. Willa backhands it forward. Now Macy finds it. Backhand shot wide of the net. Emery with it in the far corner. Centers off a skate and right back to her. Now she'll ring it around the boards. Hepner's going to jump in to grab it. Hepner centers off the goalie's stick. Nobody there to put that one away. Hepner will throw another one into the middle. Now puck comes out to Hepner again. She'll shoot off the goalie's stick, sitting in front. Rebound, another backhand attempt. Rebound off the side of the net. Through the crease, nobody's there. And now Centennial, oh, no, we get the puck back just outside the crease again. Shot on and loose. 18 seconds remaining in the first period. The ref on the far side couldn't see the puck, so he blew the whistle as Macy was skating it out. Best pressure we've seen from the Stars tonight. Puck sits underneath the centers. Hepner keeps it in, gets it back up towards Barton. Puck along the near side corner, rung around behind the net. Now Akerson will find it. Centering attempt goes off the shin pad into the far wall. 4 seconds remaining in the period. 3, 2, 1. Peterson with the save as the buzzer goes. And that'll do it for the first period. Stars down 2-0 to Centennial Spring Lake Park Black. No, thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
All right, back for second period action. Stars go into the second period down 2-0. They'll be in black moving from left to right on your screens. Centennial in white moving from right to left. Prosser will take the draw for the Stars starting the second period, flanked by Barton and Akerson. Dolly and Wagner behind them. Centennial wins the draw. They pull it back to their D. They'll move it up the far side boards. Pass across, intercepted by Wagner. She gets just a little bit on that stick, but not quite enough to get it out of the zone. Centennial skating in with it. She's taken down. Skates down, slot shot blocked in front by Barton. Now it's picked up by Emery Prosser. Emery up the far side wall. Centered to Akerson, off Akerson's stick and wide. Centered back in front. Comes up the near side wall. Centennial with numbers. Pass across. Peterson with the glove save. Drops the rebound though. Now the puck back behind the net. I don't know what we're doing, ladies, but Peterson gets a stick on that centering attempt. Hagelin will come away with it. Pressured along the near side wall. Backhands it right to the Centennial player. Now the puck comes back. Wagner's going to get it behind the net. She has trouble with it there, but Balloon steps in to help. Now plays it up to the far side corner. Centennial will take it there. Hits the brakes. Backhand centering attempt kicked away by Dolly, and Balloon will pick it up. She moves it forward just out of Hagelin's reach. Puck up the near side wall. Wagner has that come off her stick to the Centennial player. Peterson out there, but they shoot it wide of the net. Puck coming out the far side board. Stars can't get it cleared. Puck behind the net, moving up the near side wall. Banked off the wall, comes just outside of the zone. Puck played back into the zone. Hepner will go grab it. Hepner plays it to the far side. Centennial grabs it there. Back behind the net with it now. Centering attempt turned away. Now Hagelin comes up the far side wall. It's taken away there by Centennial. Hagelin moves it forward through Martinka's feet under her stick and all the way down. No icing as they are able to get to it before it hits the end line. Puck played across by Centennial out of the reach of their player. Davis chips it off the boards. Now played out to the neutral zone by Davis. Puck played out to the neutral zone, picked up by Prosser. Into the zone, she'll fire one wide of the net. Garner's there to find it along the wall, moves it back to Hepner. Hepner fires a shot wide of the net. Puck comes out, Davis intercepts, then it moves out to Prosser at the point. She fires a shot, rebound, covered. Face off coming to the left side of that Centennial goaltender. Balloon will take the draw with Garner and Davis out there with her. The puck pushed into the near side corner. Balloon puts pressure on. Now Centennial's able to move the puck up the near side wall. And skate it forward and pass it up to the neutral zone. Pass, Hepner. Wines, fires, saved by Peterson. Another save by Peterson. Puck behind the net. Davis steps into that one, pins it up against the wall. Tries to ram it through that girl a couple times. Now it pops out. Rammed back right into those girls. Now Balloon will take it. She throws it right up the boards, right to their point player. Shot from far out. Peterson saves it, puts it to the corner. Now Davis will come and pass it right to their point. Their attempt to throw it in goes off of Davis into the far side wall. Now Hepner grabs it. She has trouble with it, loses it. Centennial tries to center. Now it comes out to Davis. Davis skates out to the neutral zone. She's caught from behind, but she'll be able to dump it in. Garner gets to that one. Centennial will take it. Puck comes out the far side wall, held in by Dolly. Shot tipped wide by Barton. Prosser finds it, centers, deflected in front. Akerson, her pass goes to Wagner and just passed her out through the neutral zone. Not icing, Haley, because we played that puck, not them. Puck comes out, Emery Prosser in a foot race to get to it. She gets there first, hits the brakes, stands there and waits. Out to the point for Wagner. Wagner shot right into the shin pads, creating a breakaway. Centennial on the breakaway, up the near side shot. Peterson saves, puts that one wide. Akerson gets that puck, but goes right out to the point. Now it's dumped in around the end wall. Wagner hustles over to it, chips it off the boards out to the neutral zone, picked up by Centennial there. They play it to the far side. Dolly will have to go get that one. Dolly tries to clear it, but it goes off a shin pad. Now up off the glass to Balloon. Balloon tries to play forward, but it's intercepted there along the wall. Now pass to Akerson, getting it out to the neutral zone across center ice. Into the zone, past one, tries to get a shot, it goes wide. Picked up by Balloon behind the net, goes for the wraparound. Good stick work there by Centennial to deny that chance. Puck cleared out by Centennial all the way down. And if it makes it, it'll be icing. That's icing. 9:25 remaining in the second period. Stars still down 2-0. Prosser, Martinka, Hagland out there for the Stars. Face off one of the near side boards. Picked up by Centennial there. They'll move it along the far side wall. Hepner steps in to throw that one back just out of Martinka's reach. Move forward by Centennial out to the point. Held in by Willa. Now it jumps over her, sticking out. Pass across from Dolly, intercepted, but Hepner will step up to it. Now Martinka brings it into the zone. She'll fire a shot wide of the net. Martinka pulls it out of the corner, tries to center. It's turned away. Puck thrown through the neutral zone by Centennial. Prosser's going to have to hustle back to get to it. She fires it up this near side wall. Garner with speed. Backhand chip attempt on the goalie, and she'll cover. Layla, great hustle on that one. Garner, Davis, Balloon, Wagner, and Dolly out there for the Stars. Face off, won by Balloon. She turns, tries to get a shot. It goes off a shin pad and wide. Centennial trying to clear the puck, comes out to Wagner at the point. She backhands it further up the wall. Now plays it into the corner. Picked up by Balloon. Goes just past Davis. Now Centennial with it. Skating up the far side. They've got numbers. Pull it wide, centering attempt. Off of Peterson's leg. Save. Another save. The net's off. Peterson with 2 quick saves there and kicks her own net off. Getting the whistle. Face-off will come to the right side of Peterson. Prosser wins the draw to the near side boards. Willa Prosser picks it up there, moves it forward. Played forward by Akerson, but held in by Centennial. Now Emery's going to come away with it. She'll skate to the face-off dot. Holds up there, tries to pass to Willa, but now Akerson will chase over to get to it. Can't get that puck out of the zone, though. Now Hepner moves it out to the neutral zone. Centennial brings it in offside. .47 remaining in the period. Stars trail 2-0. Balloon on the draw for the Stars. Centennial wins it back. They'll chip it off the boards and in. Willa Prosser picks it up. She moves it forward to Akerson. Akerson along the near side wall. Plays it into the zone. Goalie comes out to play it over to the corner. Balloon gets there. Now it's played to the far side wall. Hepner steps in. Keeps that puck down low. Puck pulled out by Centennial. They'll clear it out using the far side boards, but Willa's back there to get it. She backhands it back to Hepner, who moves it forward to Barton. Barton has a little bit of trouble with it. Centennial brings it back into the zone. Picked up behind the net by Willa Prosser. She'll move it forward out of the reach of Akerson, but out of the zone. Centennial moves that puck, now gets it into the zone. Hepner steps forward, gets it out of the zone. Sitting there just outside the blue line. Now Centennial will throw it in. Willa Prosser back to get it. Willa Prosser skates it up the near side. Cross center ice. She's tangled up there. Pressure put on. Puck along the near side wall. Barton comes away with it. Passes it across to Hepner. Hepner turns, gets it to Akerson. Centering attempt through everybody. Centennial chips it off the near side wall. All the way down. Hepner's going to get to it. No icing. Saying she should have gotten there. Emery Prosser along the near side wall. Loses it there, but Hepner finds it. She'll ring it over to Wagner. Wagner turns and fires. Kept in there by Centennial. Up to the near side corner, off of the skate. Now it's passed out to the neutral zone. Hagelin's going to race to get there. Hagelin pinned up against the far wall with it. Martinka helps out. Now Hagelin steps away with it. Skates it out. Wagner keeps it in, but chops it up into the bench. Face-off will come to the right side of the Centennial goaltender. Balloon takes herself down. Face-off's won back by Centennial. Played to the near side corner. Pass forward to the blue line, out to the neutral zone, across center ice. She's played into the boards there by Wagner. Now Wagner rings it to the far side corner. Hagelin chases over and pins 2 girls up there. Now the puck sneaks out, Centennial with it. And Martinka gets a stick on it and pushes it out to the neutral zone. Puck along the near side wall, played forward by Centennial. Into the zone, steps past 1 defender, 2 defenders. And now she loses the puck and Garner will take it away. Garner mishandles, but then gets back to it. She'll chip it out to the near side. Centennial will take it from there, move it into the zone. Dolly gets away with a little hook there. Puck up the new far side wall. Centennial will step into it, skate in. Shot blocked off a shin pad. Now it's in everybody's feet. Now Wagner with it. Wagner passes across to Garner. Garner up the near side wall, chips it into the zone. Puck comes to Blue. She leaves there for Hepner. Hepner's backhand right in front. Centennial trying to clear. Hepner keeps it in. Now Davis will chip it back to the corner. Puck up the near side boards. Prosser steps in to hold it there. Prosser taking on 3 all by herself there. Now Barton will step in to help. Moves that puck behind the net. And it comes right back to that near side wall. They have the wall pass intercepted by Akerson. She turns and keeps it in. Fires it back to that end wall. Green finds it on the end wall. Pulls it off the boards. Tries to center, but it's taken away. Puck comes out to Prosser at the point. Shot through a couple people off a stick. Up into the crease. Now behind the net. Fired down by Centennial. That'll go all the way for icing. Haglin and Marchinka check on for the Stars. They'll be out there with Prosser, Hepner, and Prosser. Emery on the draw, pulls it underneath her feet, moves it back to Hepner at the point. Hepner fires a floater wide of the net. Emery centers right in front and cleared out by Centennial. That'll go all the way down for icing. Lots of good pressure here from the Stars with 3:16 remaining in the second period. Emery Prosser on the draw for the Stars. Face-off one back by Centennial. They'll play it behind their own net. Hepner throws a centering attempt in. Stopped by Centennial there. Now she'll ring it around the end wall. Haglin gets a stick on it. Turns that back into the corner. Now Centennial will retreat and grab it. Centennial behind their own net. Skating forward at the puck. They'll dump it all the way down for another icing. That's 3 in a row here. The Stars have got them on the ropes. They just need to get some shots on goal. .2:48 remaining in the second period. Stars down 2-0. Balloon on the draw for the Stars. Has that puck sit right underneath their feet. Centennial pulls it back, but Davis chases over and gets to it. Now comes out of her feet. And now Centennial will take it into that corner. They get it out of the zone, through the neutral zone. Wagner races back to it. She's pressured. Gets it out of the zone. 2:25 remaining in the period here. Dolly steps away with that puck. Skates around that girl. Up across center ice, into the zone, pulls it to her forehand, tries to get a shot. It bounces around through everybody. Puck played to the far side. Misplayed there by Centennial, but they'll get back to it and get it out of the zone. Another miscue there from Centennial. Lets Dolly skate back onto that one. Now they'll dump that puck into the zone. Dolly clears it forward. Davis gets a stick on it, chips it forward into the zone. Centennial skating up this near side with it. Stars were on a change. They'll get across center ice and throw it down deep. Dolly finds it in the corner, but Centennial comes away with it. Pass it out to the point. Shot in feet, in traffic. Peterson's got. There was a girl in the crease behind her, and I guess that's okay tonight. And 1:33 remaining in the second period. Stars down 3-0. Prosper will take the draw. Centennial wins it back. Play it D to D up the far side wall. Steps into the zone around 1, around 2, around 3, but enough pressure put on her that the puck comes to the near side wall. Puck picked up by Hepner behind the net. She finds some space and clears it out of the zone. Centennial, their pass intercepted by Barton, but then taken back. Willa Prosper banks it off the wall to Akerson. Akerson up the near side board, but Centennial will come away with it. Puck pass across the far side. Long pass through Centennial. Picked up by Willa. She has trouble with it, but moves it forward to Emery. Emery loses there, but it comes outside of the zone. Picked up by Centennial along the far side wall. Pressure put on by Barton. Now move forward. Pass intercepted by Akerson. She'll bring it into the zone. She's pressured heavy. Gets it to Barton. Barton fires a shot and another attempt. Puck comes out. Rebound. Balloon puts that one back. Now it's on the end wall into the corner. Puck out to the point to Hepner. She keeps it in front of her, and now they get it out past her. Up this near side. Pass across. Goes past everybody and into the corner. Balloon kicks it out of there. Barton finds it. She finds Akerson's skates, but it comes out of the zone. Now across center ice, circled back. Fired from the blue line. Peterson saves. And that'll do it for the period. Stars trail 3-0 at the second intermission. All right, back for third period action. Stars in black moving from right to left. Centennial in white moving from left to right. Face-off taken by Prosser. One back into her feet. Now it bounces around. The Centennial will take it away and move it into our zone. Picked up by Dolly. She'll shovel it off the boards and out of the zone. Push forward, and then good stick on it by the Centennial player to move it back our direction. Pass intercepted by Barton at center ice. She turns and fires it into the Centennial zone. Picked up behind the net by Centennial. We'll skate around with it. Macy doing some figure skating. Puck brought into the near side. A little fancy footwork there. Centered through everybody. Still bouncing around there in the slot. And now Dolly moves it forward off of Akerson's skate. Now Hepner. Oh, no. Just kidding. Wagner clears that one out. Puck along the near side wall. Barton loses it there. Centennial skates forward with it. Pass intercepted. Wagner's clearing attempt off a shin pad and back in. Centering attempt deflected by Dolly and goes wide to the far side boards. Nice puck movement from Centennial over there on the far side wall with a drop pass. Wagner will ring it off the boards. Puck comes out to center ice. Pressure put on by Barton. Centennial will have to go back and regroup. Pass across center ice, picked off there by Wagner. She'll throw it all the way down. But Centennial gets to it, or should have gotten to it. Balloon with it along the wall in the corner. Now it sneaks out. Centennial will take it. Skating up the far side wall. Cross center ice. Across the blue line into the zone. Willa Prosser takes that away, gets it out to the neutral zone. She gets hauled down, and that'll be a penalty coming against Centennial. Minute and a half for tripping the call on Centennial. This will be the first power play attempt for either team tonight. Akerson, Barton, Prosser, Hepner, and Prosser out there for the Stars. 13-11 remaining in the third period. Stars down 3-0. Face off, pulled to the far side wall. Akerson banks it off the boards to Prosser. Prosser fires a shot, bouncing around in front. Barton can't get to that one. Now it comes out to Hepner at the point. Her shot deflects wide, but Barton finds it. Barton fighting for it. Now Akerson comes away with it. Moves it to Prosser. She plays it over to the corner. Now Akerson steps away with it. Out to Hepner. Hepner fires a shot to the shin pads, and she hauls that girl down, and she'll go for tripping. And now it's going to be 4-on-4 action. All right, 4-on-4 action. We got Dolly, Prosser, Wagner, and Barton out there for the Stars. Face off, pulled towards the middle through everybody. Centennial's going to skate over to it. They'll fire a shot off of Wagner's skate. And Dolly picks it up. She'll skate forward and loses it there along the far wall. Peterson shoves that girl out of her crease this time. Now Emery skates it out of the zone, up the far side, into the zone, around the net, out across the face-off circle, out to the blue line, loses it there along the blue line, drops it for Wagner. Wagner fires a shot off of the goalie's leg and wide. Centering attempt off the side of the net. Centennial moves the puck out to the neutral zone. Played back in by Dolly. Held in by Dolly. Bouncing around right at the blue line. Dolly will push that one forward. Stars on the penalty kill now for 30 seconds. Dolly holds the zone again there on the PK, throws it into the near side corner. Puck played up the wall. Centennial moving across center ice. Wagner off of the bench. Gets a stick on her, pushes her over to Willa. Now Willa comes away with the puck on the end wall. Hits the brakes again. Throws that pass right off of the Centennial girl. Now out to the point. Shot put on, Peterson saves. Willa Prosser fires that puck, bouncing down the ice. Not going to make it for icing. Davis putting pressure on. Up the near side boards, played out. Wagner keeps it at center ice and throws it in offsides. Face-off will come to center ice for the intentional offsides. .42 remaining in the third period. Stars still trailing 3-0. Prosser will take the draw for the Stars. Puck pushed to the far side. Now it comes back to Wagner. She'll chip it off the boards. Puck played along the near side wall. Puck picked up by Emery with speed around one. Gets a shot wide of the net. Davis is there to control that rebound. Now Centennial will take it back. Puck bounces off some sticks right under Davis's feet in front. Puck comes past Dolly, but Emery picks it up. Emery hits the brakes, turns back once. Now she'll throw it in. Puck along the far side wall. Balloon steps in to help. Now Garner chips it in, just wide of the net. Puck played out to the point, held in by Dolly. She shovels it backhand, gets to Balloon. Balloon turns back, gets to her forehand, skates it up the slot. And Hagelin gets a shot, saved by the goalie. Wagner skates in, tries to get that one on net. It goes to the corner. Puck passed across by Centennial. It'll come out to the neutral zone where Hepner will grab it. Hepner's pass across to Wagner. Now Wagner moves it forward to Hagelin. Hagelin all alone up here. Centers, but nobody's with her. Hepner steps in front of that, so they can't clear it out of their zone. Now Martinka centers, but nobody's there. Puck comes to the blue line and just outside into the neutral zone. Skated along the red line by Centennial. They'll move it forward off of a couple sticks to Hepner. Hepner passes it out to center ice, picked up by Centennial there. They'll dump it in. Hepner's going to have to get back to it on the end wall. She turns, her pass is picked off by Centennial. Peterson's there for a save and another save. Wraparound attempt turned away by Martinka there. Puck move forward. Wagner streaking up the middle. Wagner jumped into the rush on that one from the D position. Brings that puck all the way down and leaves it there on the end wall. Hepner throws into the middle, and Akerson shot high over the net. Barton with it behind the net, centering attempt. Comes through everybody's sticks. And a penalty called on Centennial. Interference, the call. Minute and a half penalty. 8:09 remaining in the third period. Stars still down by 3. Second power play attempt for the Stars. Let's hope this one lasts a little longer. Balloon on the draw. She wins it to Akerson, who throws the pass to the point and goes past Hepner. Puck's coming all the way down. Centennial is going to win that race. She tries to hold up on it and loses the puck there. Now Willa Prosser with it. Moves it forward. Just out of the reach of Akerson, the Centennial will take it. The Akerson's there, putting pressure on.
Don't go in there, Nate. Back up.
Puck rung up the near side boards. Centered. Now it comes out. Puck played out to the neutral zone by Centennial. Dolly will be back to get it. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Emery Prosser fires a pass up towards Barton. Barton finds it, waiting for help. Moves it across to Wagner. Wagner pinned up against the wall with it. Emery's trying to pull it out of there. Puck sneaks out of there. Wagner finds it. She'll fire it into the zone. Centennial plays it forward through the neutral zone. Picked up by Dolly. Dolly moves it forward for Martinka. Martinka brings it in. Fires a soft shot on, covered by the goalie. Face-off come to the right side of the Centennial goalie. 15 seconds remaining on the power play.
Come on, ladies. Very well doing so.
Balloon on the draw for the Stars. Pulled back by Centennial. They'll ring it around the end wall. Pass. Nearly intercepted. Tipped off a balloon sticking out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Prosser. She'll move it forward to Akerson, who chips it in. Puck behind the Centennial net. Balloon finds it. Now it sneaks out of there. Barton pins her up against the wall, working to get it freed. Now Balloon steps through that girl, gets that puck taken away from her. Puck in the far side corner, rung around to the near side corner. Dolly's going to step up and put pressure on. Working on holding the zone, pushed back into the corner and picked up by Centennial. They'll play to the far side corner where Emery Prosser steps in front of it. Puck sneaks out and Centennial grabs it. They'll play it up the near side. Cross center ice. Hagelin with good stick work, slows her down. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, back to the center face-off dot. Picked up by Centennial. They'll skate it in offside. What'd you say, Ange? Face-off coming just outside the Star zone. Puck along the far side wall. Picked up by Martinka on the far side. She'll throw it up the near side. Brought forward and played back into our defensive zone by Prosser. She'll skate past one. Into the zone on her forehand. Circles behind the net. Tries to center into a foot and behind the net. Puck up the far side, picked up by Wagner. She'll shovel it back to the corner. Now it comes out of the zone. Emery's there to pick it up. Emery's pass forward to Hagelin off of her stick and in. Up the near side boards. Centennial hits the brakes and Hagelin's there to push it back to the end wall. Puck comes out to Wagner at the point. She fires it back down into the corner. Centennial pulls that puck away out in the corner. Skates forward with it. Hepner finds it. She bangs it off of some skates. Now she finds it again off of more skates and along the blue line. Good stick work by Davis there. Keeps that puck moving forward. Now Centennial will move it out into the neutral zone. Puck played back across center ice, but Wagner's there to collect it. Wagner skates it up the near side. Turns, fires wide of the net. Garner gets it along the far side wall. It's pushed into the corner. Centennial will take it away. Centennial skating up the far side wall with it. Cross center ice, cutting to the middle. Now back to the far side. She'll dump it in. Picked up by Prosser. Her pass is deflected and comes out to Garner. Garner falls down, but gets up and gets to the puck. Off of the boards. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Fighting to get through to get that puck out of the zone. Centering attempt. Peterson with the save. The ref has a talk to that girl about shoving her stick in when Peterson has the puck, but Peterson did not do anything about it, disappointingly. Face-off one back by Prosser, picked up by Prosser in the corner. She turns, fires forward off of Akerson's stick. Puck comes out to the point, fired back into the far side corner around the end wall. Hepner will chase over to get to it, pushes it over to Prosser. Barton was streaking up this near side all alone. Now Hepner back to get it. Moves it up the far side to the point. The ref's in the way. Puck bouncing around right inside the blue line. Now comes over to Willa Prosser. She'll skate it this way. Cross center ice, up the near side boards. She's pressured into the wall. Barton steps in to help out. Keeps that puck moving down towards the corner. Chips it off the wall. Balloon skates onto it. Balloon pinned up on the end wall with it. Wraparound attempt. Another shot turned away by their goalie. Puck out to the neutral zone. Hepner's going to get to it. She'll turn. She's pressured. She dumps it in. Centennial brings it out. Brought back in by Balloon. Her shot off a shin pad and goes over the wall. Centering attempt off the goalie's stick and behind the net. Centennial skates forward with it. Cross center ice, pressured there, pinned in between our two defenders. Barton bobbles, now she gets it out of the zone. Picked up by Akerson, hits the brakes. Passes forward across the far wall. Emery Press is trying to get to it. Chipped off the boards by that Centennial player. Now across center ice. She loses it to the far side wall. Puck to the point. Shot deflects. Goes to Wagner. Wagner has trouble with it. Gets it to Hagelin. Hagelin moves it to Prosser. Prosser tries to get into the zone clean, but she's bumped by that girl, slows her down just enough. Pass attempt gets deflected back to the wall. Shot fired on, tip just wide of the net. Puck brought out by Centennial, played center ice. Dolly will move it forward. Now Centennial takes it back. Willa Prosser gets to it. Now it's pushed in further. Willa fires a pass, bounces off and goes to Martinka. Now to Balloon. She loses it at center ice. Centennial into the near side of the zone. Good stick work there by Willa to push that puck away from her. Now the puck into the near side corner. Pressure put on by Prosser. Puck to the far side wall. Move back to the corner. Back and forth in and out of the corner. Picked up by Willa Prosser. She'll skate behind the net with it. Passes it forward to Martinka. Puck chipped off of her, sticking into the neutral zone. Puck brought up the near side by Centennial. Into the zone. She hits the brakes. Centering attempt picked off by Wagner. Wagner up the far side wall. She's ridden into the boards and loses the puck. Now she comes away, gets a pass across to Davis. Davis at center ice with it. Gets it into the zone and then off some skates. Move forward to Wagner. Wagner intercepts another pass. Now Davis gets it. Puck in the far side corner. Davis chopping at it. 10 seconds remaining in the third period. Wraparound attempt for Wagner off the goalie's leg. Another shot off the goalie's leg. Well, that was Prosser with that wraparound. And that'll do it for the game. Stars fall 3-0 to Centennial Spring Lake Park Black. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon as the Stars take on Blaine for the second time of the season.
Win tomorrow. Why did you do that? God.